Hi everybody, thanks for joining me for this talk all about using visualization to achieve your dreams. And this is a super important topic because it is just about the best thing that you can do in order to achieve your dreams, and it is so easy, which is why I wanted to talk about it today. It's very easy to do and it's very effective. And you will have seen people doing it if ever you watch sport at all on the TV, or live for that matter. I'm not a live sports watcher, but I do see it a lot on TV. My husband's really into rugby, so we often have rugby matches on, and you can see when one of the players is going to kick at goal, he does that visualization before he does it. You know, the camera will zoom in and you can see the player looking up to the goal and then back down and then up to the goal and the goal post, and you know that he is going, and probably she as well, but I tend to be watching male rugby. He is visualising actually scoring that goal. He's visualising the ball going over that post, and he's getting those points. And it happens in all sorts of other sports that I know, because sports psychologists teach their clients to do it because it works. But you don't have to be a sports person to use visualization. You can use it in any area of life where you want to achieve your dreams. So it's worked for me for a couple of things. It's worked with finding the house of my dreams. It worked in finding my husband, which is a story I've told many times before. It can work for anything, whatever your dream is. So just one way, or one example, is perhaps you have to do some public speaking, and like many people, you're nervous about it. I'm the same. I had to do a talk earlier this year to the biggest audience I've ever spoken to in one go, who I think was about 150. I was up on the stage for the first time, had a mic, had slides which I needed to employ the venue's tech to use, and I am really not techie, so that was scary. But I did my visualizations in the run-up to that public speaking. I visualized myself getting up on the stage. I visualized looking out at the audience, and they were all smiling at me in my visualization. I was visualizing myself speaking confidently without any stuttering, without any nervous pauses, and I really, in my visualization, felt into how it would feel to be giving a successful talk, and it worked. You know, that was, I would say that was probably one of the best talks I've ever given, and certainly in terms of how I felt about it. And almost everybody that I looked at was smiling. You're going to get the odd one who isn't, because that's just that's just human nature in an audience that big. But overall it was really successful, and I got lots of great feedback about that talk, and I know that it was the visualizations that helped me to do a good job. So how do you do it? I know a lot of people say, oh, I can't do it, you know, I'm not really good at picturing things. It's just about practicing. You can do it if you try, and you just have to keep practicing. So very easy to start. Just find yourself some quiet time. I mean, one of the times that I like to do it is early in the morning when I've woken up and I'm lying in bed, and I'm visualizing what it is that I want to achieve, whether it's that day or going forward. So you're in that quiet time, you've got your eyes closed, and in your head you go to that place of your dream, whatever your dream is. So let's say for this example that it is a new job, because a lot of people, when they are thinking about new things and their dreams, they tend to focus on what it is they don't want, and that's just going to attract more of what they don't want. So if you want a new job, first of all you have to get really clear about what that job is, whether you're working on your own, maybe your own business, whether you're working in a team, whether it's a particular organisation you're focusing on, and the nature of the role. And then in your visualisation, when you've got your eyes closed in a quiet time, you see yourself in that role. You see what you will be doing, and importantly, you feel how you'll be feeling. That's a really important part of it, because then your body gets used to the feeling of being in that state. You really have to inhabit it and just be there. Just picture yourself in the moment when you are doing that job that you want to do, how you will feel, you know, whether you're feeling happy, fulfilled, peaceful, excited, whatever it is, just get yourself into that feeling. It only takes a few minutes to do it, but you can do that repeatedly. As I said, I find a good time to do it when I've just woken up and I'm lying in bed before I get on with my day, but you can find any time to do it, and you can do it repeatedly throughout the day. You know, if ever you've got some quiet time, maybe you're, I don't know, sitting in a queue or standing in a queue, or maybe you're driving. Obviously, if you're driving, you don't close your eyes, but in your head, you can still go to that place and that feeling of what it is that your dream is. So getting clear is really important, but the clarity often develops as you keep on practicing. So when you start it, you have an idea of what it is that you want for your dream, and you start fleshing that out in your mind. But the longer the more frequent your visualizations are, so maybe in 2 weeks' time, if you've been doing your visualization every day, which I highly recommend, you've fleshed out your visualization, you've got a better idea of how it's looking, because something else has occurred to you. Oh yeah, that's part of it. I really need that as part of the dream that I've got. And then you add those details and you picture those, and you get the feeling that being in that state brings to you. And why it works is that our brains can't distinguish between what's real and what's imagined. So when we're going into that visualised state, our brain feels it as real. I mean, there's been scientific research done about this, which you can look up. And it's kind of like tricking our brain into creating what we want, because it already feels it as real. And it does work. As I say, I've had instances in my life where it's worked, and I keep doing it because I know it works. The one thing we can't say is how quickly it's going to work, because we don't have control over that. What we do have control over is the actions we take. So you can take actions towards your dream. So, you know, if you're doing your visualizations for your new job, and you're also starting to look around for the kind of job that you want, and then you start making applications, and then one day the perfect job will pop up because you have created that reality in your brain and you have brought it to you. And it works with anything. You know, it works if you're looking for a new house. As I said, that worked for me. I've had that work for a client really, really well once she got clear about exactly what it was that her dream house was going to look like. And, you know, I've been to that house and it is amazing. So it can work for anything, whatever your dream is or your dreams are. But just pick, you know, do one at a time for your visualization, and then keep doing it. So do that visualization every single day. And the more you do it, as I say, the clearer you will get about the details of it, and it will just be real for you. You know, you will be going to that place, and before you know it, the dream will manifest in actual reality. So I'd love to hear from you if that has worked for you, and if you're going to be trying it. Let me know, because I love it when things happen for people when they've used these tricks. And it is such a simple one. We ought to be taught it at school, really, rather than slaving away at our exams, because we can achieve what we want if we put our minds to it. And that's what visualization is all about. So thank you as always for watching. I will be uploading this to YouTube as usual, so you can find it there, and then you will be able to link to it from my website, jackiewilliamson.com, and I'll be back here again with you next week. Bye for now.